2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, this is the NBA on
the bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks everyone for joining us here in the start of a new season. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, it took 5 long months, but Anthony Davis's trade request was finally granted. And now he has a new start in Los Angeles alongside LeBron James. And the Lakers now boast 2 top 10 players. Kevin, this is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, the 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And Harrell's in at the 5 down low. How great the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selection, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Caldwell Pope finds McGee. Good! McGee's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Lakers. George looking over the floor. Pass to Harrell. Back to George. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. James against Beverly. Outside, Davis. George against Caldwell Pope. Misses in close. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. And too long on the shot.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Green kicks to James. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
He's just super efficient when he's close to the rim. James is like a master at knowing which way to take it.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Leonard, and again it's the Clippers missing. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside Williams. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second,
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Caldwell Pope against George. They get the rebound. McGee with the block.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, well, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
Now, here's Green. Pass to Caldwell Pope. James outside. Clock at 4. That shot missing. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They could use a bucket. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Clippers now. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Beverly comes up empty down low.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
James against George. Over George. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And that's now 6 points for LeBron.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Money well spent. For his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding a trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Green comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Harkless is checked in for Lou Williams. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Clippers trail by 4. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now, here's Kuzma. Davis kicks to Bradley. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's Cook missing. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Bradley deciding where to go with it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
But the defensive specialist, Bradley, now a veteran, he's proven to be a guy who can contribute well as a starter or a bench reserve.
Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. Shamet with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. No good with the layup. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
So for the Lakers right now, Anthony Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Howard. Then there's Bradley, and it's Caruso in at the point guard position. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Green kicks to George. There's the triple. A rebound by the Lakers. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Over to the left wing. Here's Caruso. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Harkless. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Landry Shamet. He doesn't get the second one. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Rondo against Williams. Outside, Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Green's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
You can't give James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
And there's the pass to Leonard. Over Caldwell Pope, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Rondo looking over the floor. And that one, good. Rondo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
Beverly against Rondo. Pass to Harrell. Here's Green, and the rejection by James.
Love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist.
Pass to Caruso. Leonard against Caldwell Pope. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw missing.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Alex Caruso. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Reese Harkless comes in for Jermichael Green. Paul George, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And the Lakers with another miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Shamet. And a missed layup. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Clippers on top, up 2. And now... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. They took control of the game in the second quarter. And it's just about time now for the third.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, George is playing his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Under down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. James outside. Passes to Davis. Outside, Green. Over Williams. Green, no luck. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. The lead is 2.
But yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
Down low. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by James. Davis has got the game tied up here for the Lakers. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. The pass to Leonard. Over Davis. And it's Leonard missing. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more help this year.
Wow. Well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Oh, that's a tough blow for him. Really the whole team, though. I mean, puts a lot of pressure on the next man up.
Back to Green. Floats it up for Davis. But they get it back. McGee trying to break free. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And the Lakers lead by 2. Clippers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Williams dishes to Beverly. Leonard against Davis. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name on the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Green.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Back to James. Knocked away. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And it's Davis missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
On the wing, Williams, guarded by Bradley. Pass to Beverly. Back to Harrell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And here's Leonard from 3. It's good from long range. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers. Outside, Davis. LeBron outside. Clock at 6. It's Bradley on the wing from downtown. The Lakers get it back in a new 14.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
And at the top of the key, Williams. The dish to George. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
And there it is for him. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
Ballman here now for an injury report. Let's find out the news on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. David, what's the update?
Hey, guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Lakers. Some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. This is never the way you want to lead off, but they have no choice. They still have to play the games. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Green comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Harkless is checked in for Lou Williams. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Free throw good, James.
still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
It's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Embracing the chance to step up there. Love watching Kuzma knock down the revenge 3-ball.
Outside, George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Green, he's checked in for the Lakers.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And again, no good by the Clippers. Lakers trail by 4. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
An all-around player. Kuzma is very solid at finding his guys in their spots.
Outside, George. Shamet on the wing. Misses the 3. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 2. We'll be back shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Lakers right now, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Green, and it's Cook, and at the point. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Leonard looking over the floor. Shamet, the pass to George. From deep, Green. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. To the right side. Here is Cook, guarded by Green. Here's Davis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
Shamet, the pass to George. Count that one. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Pass to Kuzma. Over Green. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Throw good. Paul George. for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Williams comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Landry Shamet. The Lakers also with a sub. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Cook. To the middle. That's good from Davis on the assist by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 4th assist in this one.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Rondo kicks to Green. Davis down low, defended by Beverley. Here's Kuzma, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
The timing, the precision. You got to respect Kuzma's ability to drain shots off the pass.
Williams finds Beverley. Davis against Leonard. Again, the Clippers.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Taken away by Williams. Rondo with the steal. Kuzma against Harrell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. McGee's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Bad shot selection, as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Kuzma.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Outside Leonard fires the 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. James looking it over. Davis to take the lead. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look at only a few players in the league can make.
Here's George. This is it to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Davis.
Yeah, easy call.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
We've got 1:18 left in the 4th quarter. And another basket for the Lakers.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Davis against Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Count it.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on JaVale McGee.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, good job. When it's this close, the team that wins the free throw battle might win the game.
Timeout called the Lakers. Kuzma kicks to James. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Well, Kevin, you know, it's so many advantages you gain from being LeBron's teammate. I mean, first of all, you're going to be wide open because everybody's going to be trying to double-team LeBron. I mean, you just got to be ready.
Williams against Green. Three-pointer. They get it back. And Davis sends it back. And so they foul intentionally. And the Lakers making a change here. Bradley's checked in. Here's Green. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a three-point lead.
Now, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Two-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and quick. No room for error, no time to waste.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Harrell. No good on the triple. And so the Lakers take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team.
David, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.